Do you need a new living room rug but aren't sure where to start? These are the tips you need to know right now. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for practical tips for a home you'll love. Choosing an area rug can feel completely overwhelming, especially if you have no idea where to start. Today, I'm sharing the top tips you need to know to get started choosing a rug, including how to figure out how big it needs to be and how to place the rug in your living room. I'm also sharing an important tip that is often forgotten, so make sure you stay tuned till the end for that tip. Let's start out with some basic things you need to know about your living room area rug. First, the rug is going to define the seating area in your room, not the whole entire room. This is important when we start measuring for your rug. If you try to define the whole room with a rug, you're going to end up with a rug that is way too big for your space. Next, the rug is going to ground your room and bring the look together. And lastly, if you have hard floors, it's going to bring coziness to the room and give you something soft to walk on, as well as protect your flooring. Now let's talk about how to figure out how big your rug needs to be. Like I said, you want to define the seating area in your living room with this rug. So when we are measuring the room for the rug, we are going to measure the area where people will be sitting. Another thing to be aware of here is that the rug needs to fit under the front legs of your sofa and any other chairs in the room. You don't want the rug to be in front of these pieces of furniture. It needs to be at least under the front legs. And going a little bit past that is okay too. The best first step in figuring out the size of the rug you need for this seating area is to take out a tape measure and measure the area up to underneath the front legs of your sofas and chairs. Then you can take that measurement and compare it to a list of standard rug sizes. On the screen here, I will share a list of some pretty standard area rug sizes that you can screenshot. These sizes can vary depending on the store or the website, but for the most part, they are pretty standard for what you will find on the market. An important thing to note here is that the rug size from this list needs to be at least as large as your measurements for the seating area of your room. If you measure from just under the front legs of your furniture, that means you can't go any smaller without the rug being in front of your furniture, which you know now is not the correct placement for your rug. So something that you can do here if your measurements are really close is to size up to the next size rug on the list. It's better to go too big rather than too small. Now that you know the size that your rug needs to be, let's move on to how to place it in your room. First, you want the rug to run parallel to your room, meaning that the longest side of the rug should line up with the longest piece of furniture that you sit on, the sofa. Next, you want to leave at least 10 to 12 inches between the edge of the rug and any walls. You don't want the rug to extend all the way to the walls, or you're no longer defining just the seating area. And third, you also don't want the rug in the path of any walkways. Again, this is no longer defining just the seating area, and you run the risk of creating a tripping hazard. Finally, I want to share an important tip that is often forgotten when placing a rug in your living room. If you have hard floors or something other than carpet in your living room, you need a rug pad. I say this for several different reasons. Number one, you need something to keep your rug in place and to keep it from sliding around on your floor. Number two, it's going to protect your flooring, especially if you have hardwood floors. And number three, it's going to give you something soft and cushiony to walk on. I say this one from personal experience. When we moved into our house and bought a new rug for our living room, I did not see why a rug pad was really needed. We had one for the living room rug in our apartment, but honestly, I didn't really think it did anything. I just bought it because the salesman said that we needed to. So this time around, I thought I would save some money and not buy one. I was completely wrong. When I stepped on the new rug for the first time, I was shocked at the difference. Without a rug pad, the rug had absolutely no cushion whatsoever. It felt like walking on our tile floors. Not comfortable at all. Ever since then, I have been the #1 supporter for rug pads. So trust me when I tell you that you need one. One last thing I want to share with you is about choosing your rug color and pattern. I have a YouTube short that I will link right here that gives you the basics for choosing what color and pattern you should pick for your living room rug. I also have a free course called the Color Palette Crash Course. In this free course, I teach you the exact steps you need in order to create a whole home color palette, which in turn will help you know what rug color to choose for your living room rug. To get it, just click on the link down in the description box below. That link will take you to a page where I ask for your name and email address. Just pop in your name and email, that way I know where to send your free course. I hope you learned some practical tips for a home you'll love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.